Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi. We are in our Hall of Fame room on today's show. It is Whitney Day up at Saratoga with a performance that literally left them on their feet. Grade 1 caliber ladies in the Clement Hirsch Stakes at Del Mar. 3-year-olds in the West Virginia Derby. We're going to go back in time with the great Afleet Alex, talking about Smarty Jones Day coming up. Lots of stuff. The horses are back in training on the track here at Parx, and things are getting closer to come back to normal.
Yeah, be back in a couple of Mondays, August 19th, Dani, and then Smarty Jones Day on August the 24th. Can't wait.
Yeah, we caught up with Turning for Home's program administrator, Danielle Montgomery. All the great things coming up on Smarty Jones Day.
Everybody loves it when we race Saturdays at Parx. Smarty Jones Day, it's his 20th anniversary, and Pat Chapman has told me that she's going to take the halter right off Smarty Jones' head and bring it to us to raffle off. So we have the raffle tickets. We are ready. We have a great memorabilia box. So if you want to support Turning for Home and the PA Breeders, you can buy tickets for the Smarty Jones raffle on Smarty Jones Day on Saturday, and then we come back on Monday. And that's even more exciting. We have PA Bred Day at the races. A lot of great races that day too. And the Pennsylvania Bred program is going to raffle off a 0-turn John Deere mower. And part of those proceeds also benefit Turning for Home and help our horses.
So you can get a lot of really cool stuff and benefit Turning for Home, helping horses. Who doesn't want to own a piece of Smarty Jones? I sure do. Really looking forward to Smarty Jones Day. You can get that 0-turn lawnmower like Danielle talked about. Yeah. We're going to have 6 great stake races, of course, highlighted by the Smarty Jones, the Catherine Sophia for our fillies. And you can get this great bag while supplies last, and it's insulated.
I like it. You can put a little cold drinks in there.
Yeah.
That would be very nice.
Little snackies, whatever you need. But it's going to be a great day. And, of course, we got to talk about the big races up at Saratoga. We're going to talk about the Whitney here. It's the grade 1 $1 million Whitney Stakes. This is for our handicap division. A mile and an eighth. Post-time favorite is coming in from California, National Treasure.
Yeah, won the Preakness last year, Dani. I didn't think much of him then, but you got to reevaluate depending on what you see. He's been a really good 4-year-old. I mean, like really good. Won the Pegasus, ran really well in the Met Mile, just ran them off their feet in that race on Belmont Day. So deserved favorite. Went back to California for Baffert, now back to New York. And when Bob comes to New York, he's very dangerous.
And he's here as well. And an interesting field with Bright Future, our second choice favorite.
I actually was a little surprised he was the second choice. I mean, look, he won the Salvatore Mile, but yeah, nothing against Mo Visitor. I'm a Mo Visitor fan, but this isn't exactly the same caliber horses. So, hey, good luck to them betting Bright Future. I tossed them.
Well, anything can happen. Here it is, the call of the grade 1 Whitney.
National Treasure came away in good order, but Arthur's Ride is up and on the pace, taking second. National Treasure will have to track the pace, about 2 off them, racing right on the inside of First Mission. Then it's another length back to Charge It, who's 3 deep. Post time is right next to Warrior Johnny in mid-pack. It's another 3 lengths back to Bright Future, who races on the outside of Disarm, and Croupy is the trailer. The opening quarter in a good 23 1/5 seconds. They straighten up for the run down the backstretch, and Arthur's Ride asserts himself. Opens up almost 2 lengths on Skippy Longstocking in second. Then First Mission and National Treasure. National Treasure now moving into third once again. Charge It is next. Warrior Johnny trying to advance on the outside of Post Time, heading toward the half-mile pole. Then it's a big gap back to Disarm, Croupy, and Bright Future. Arthur's Ride went the half in 46 3. Jose Ortiz asking Skippy Longstocking to close after him in second. National Treasure still biding his time, 3.5 off the pace in third. Then First Mission, followed by Post Time. Warrior Johnny 8 lengths off the pace. It's another 5 lengths to Disarm, who is racing about 1.5 lengths in front of Croupy, starting to launch his bid. Bright Future far back, 1:10 1 for 6 furlongs. Top of the stretch for Arthur's Ride, chased intently by Skippy Longstocking, and National Treasure still with plenty of work to do. Post Time is next, and Croupy coming fast in the center of the racetrack. A 16th to go, and Arthur's Ride still has a commanding lead. What a tremendous debut in stakes.
Well, what a ride it was for Arthur's Ride. Junior Alvarado intent on getting the lead. He made that very clear before the race, and he got that indeed, and they just had to follow him around there.
Yeah, they did, Dani. This is a 110 buyer figure after a 111, which may have looked like a fluke. Apparently not. I mean, Arthur's Ride was amazing. I never thought he'd clear National Treasure. Got there easily. It's hard to believe. Bill Mott, as long as he's been training, had never won the Whitney before. His first starter was in 1991. He's had 12 horses. I mean, he's won every big race there is. He's been second 3 times, third 4 times, but Bill gets his first Whitney. What's cool about this horse, in addition to being really fast, he's named for the owner's dad, who passed away about a year ago. He said, "Look, Arthur, I'm going to name a horse after you. Arthur's Ride." Been on a pretty good ride.
Oh, he certainly has. And Bill Mott getting his first Whitney win. And if you guys were watching the feed after the race, of course, Arthur's Ride being a gray Tappet, they're a little quirky.
Yes,
he spooked at something, and how athletic of Junior to just kind of fell off, but he ran on his feet with the horse and got right back on like nothing.
He said he ran for a 16th of a mile next to the horse, not exactly according to plan.
Arthur's Ride doing whatever he wants and getting a big win
Jockey
there.
Club Gold Cup next at the end of the Saratoga meeting, and then obviously you just got to win and you're in for the BC Classic at Del Mar.
I think this horse is something to watch, that is for sure.
Very interesting.
We're going to go to another break, but we have a lot more coming up, a lot more races from Saratoga. We're going to head out to California at Del Mar.
Deer Manor still has 6 to make up, and then Flying Connection. They turn for home, and Salah now still keeping on going.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss Funny Man JB Smoove on Saturday, September 14th, plus Straight No Chaser on Friday, October 18th. Don't miss these 2 exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
The PA Horse Breeders Association has a remarkable story to tell. North America's most lucrative awards program also produces Grade 1 winners year after year. Of all the great PA breds, none is more well-known, more iconic than Smarty Jones. We salute Smarty on the 20th anniversary of his wins in the first 2 jewels of the 2004 Triple Crown, at the time becoming only the 3rd ever undefeated Preakness champ.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. We're going to stay up with our national races up at Saratoga. This is the Grade 1 test. 3-year-old fillies going that tricky 7-furlong distance, $500,000. And Ways and Means is our post-time favorite.
Yeah, it was interesting, Danny. It looked like it was going to be a 2-horse race on paper. Brightwork, who ran such a great race against Ways and Means last year at Saratoga, unfortunately flipped in a paddock and had to be scratched. So it became on paper kind of a 1-horse race. Odds on Ways and Means, Flavien Prat, Chad Brown. She's really talented. He hasn't won a graded stake yet, but this is going to be the day.
Ways and Means breaks beautifully in. We'll go right to the front. Emery comes through on the inside of My Main Squeeze. They're racing together second, but now Emery goes right through and challenges Ways and Means. These two go at it from the start. So it's Emery the leader, Ways and Means comfortable, just a half length back in second. My Main Squeeze 3 off the pace in third, followed by Denim and Pearls in fourth, and Bell's Blue Bell is at the back of the field. The opening quarter mile sees Emery leading 3/4 of a length to Ways and Means. They move into the far turn together. Another 2 lengths back, My Main Squeeze hard-ridden in third. Denim and Pearls is fourth with 4 lengths to make up. It's another 4. Back to Bell's Blue Bell. Ways and Means and Emery, stride for stride. Ways and Means puts her neck in front past the quarter pole. My Main Squeeze trying to come after them in third. They have 3/16 of a mile to go. Ways and Means puts away Emery and opens up 2. My Main Squeeze running a good race on the outside, and Denim and Pearls in fourth. Coming to the 16th pole, and Ways and Means is now a Grade 1 winner. Handwritten by Flavien Prat to win the test.
Ways and Means gives Klarovich Stable a win there for his homebred filly by Practical Joke. And you know, she was just the class of the field. They were just chasing her.
She was, and I mean, look, she broke on top. Pratt obviously was never concerned at any moment. Won pretty convincingly, Danny. 98 by her. I suspect they're going to keep her around one turn. Maybe she's Chad Brown's this year's filly and mare sprint at the Breeders' Cup. I think she'd be a dangerous.
I can see her fitting in there, that's for sure.
Yep.
She looks just like her daddy too, practical
yes,
joke.
She does.
We're going to head out to California at Del Mar for the Grade 1 Clement Hirsch Stakes on mile 16th. Fillies and mares, $400,000. It is a Grade 1, and the big Adair Manor is back.
Yeah, she's really cool, Danny. She looks like she's even better at 5 than she was at 4 when she was kind of one-dimensional. Now she looks like she has another dimension. She's the odds-on favorite. Bafford's odds-on favorite didn't do so good at Saratoga. Maybe he'll do a little better here at Del Mar.
And she's huge. We saw her when she was here for the Cotillion. She is an Amazon, as Bob Baffert calls her. We also get to see the Kentucky Oaks winner in here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Second in the Cotillion last year. Pretty mischievous, looking to get back on track. Hasn't won since the test of last year, but we'll see if she can do a little better heading to the West Coast.
Into the turn they go, and Olivia Twist ensures a decent pace, leads at a half a length to Salah. The favourite Adair Manor is tightly bunched to the third spot, only 2 lengths off the leaders. Then comes Desert Dawn, down at the rail, Flying Connection in the gold colours. Up alongside of that, we have Coffee in Bed, and on extreme outside is Pretty Mischievous. They bunched up now as they go to the half-mile pole, and Salah, the pink cap, now takes the lead from Olivia Twist. It's still Adair Manor, a comfortable third. Now 3 lengths off those leaders. Pretty Mischievous in the blue is on the far side. Then we come back to Coffee in Bed, Flying Connection alongside of that, and Sugarfish in there too. They've passed the 3/8 pole, and Salah's gone early and kicks for home. Salah now leading it by 2 lengths. Down at the rail is Olivia Twist. Pretty Mischievous on the far side. Here's Adair Manor back in 4th, being ridden along. Adair Manor still has 6 to make up, and then Flying Connection. They turn for home, and Salah now still keeping on going. Salah by 3. Adair Manor now coming fast on the outside. Adair Manor's gaining ground with every stride. Adair Manor, Salah, Adair Manor has got her. And Adair Manor and Juan Hernandez will take the Clementel Hirsch.
And Adair Manor was just too good, all her class there to get the win. And it's just cool. She's one big girl.
I was very impressed, Danny, because she showed a completely new dimension. She was further off the pace than I've seen, came with a huge run, won pretty convincingly. She's a real threat in the Breeders' Cup distaff. I didn't think she had much of a chance last year, and she didn't. She's going to be a real factor at Del Mar this year in November.
Oh, absolutely. She gets to run right out of her stall or home track, and big home field advantage for her. Well, let's go to West Virginia. It's 3-year-olds taking on the Grade 3 West Virginia Derby at Mountaineer, $500,000. And, of course, Brad Cox has the favorite in here, Dragoon Guard.
Indiana Derby winner was pretty convincing in that race. Son of Arrogate, he's going to the front. Giroux, Brad Cox, tell me if you've heard that story before.
How about Henro? This is the second choice for Chris Hartman. You know, some of these names, they're not as popular as the Grade 1s, but maybe some players we'll see here.
Yeah, he won the Iowa Derby and got the 96 buyer, which is actually the best of the field. I was a little surprised at how the betting went, but the bettors seemed to understand what was about to happen.
Well, let's see what happens here in the Grade 3 West Virginia Derby.
So they've got 7.5 furlongs to go, and now it's Dragoon Guard going through along the rail. Dragoon Guard will take up the running with Henro moving into second. A length and a half farther back is Society Man, and then comes Dymatic settling fourth, 4.5 off the lead. 2.5 farther back is McQueen, and the trailer is Agate Road as they head to the back with just over 5.5 furlongs to go. And Dragoon Guard and Florent Giroux at a sensible pace, 23.32, leading by a length and 3/4. Henro under a good hold second. Society Man slipping through along the rail, and now taking off out wide is McQueen with Charlie Oliveros. Dymatic is just in behind them, and Agate Road is last, but only about 6.5 off the lead. They're inside the half mile. Dragoon Guard doing it nicely, slips away by 3.5 lengths. Henro is racing second outside Society Man. McQueen is under a ride now. Dymatic is 1 off the fence, and 2 away last is Agate Road as they run to the quarter pole. And it's still Dragoon Guard the leader by a length and a half. On the inside is Society Man. Society Man is going to get the inside run. Inside Dragoon Guard. No, he's not. Dragoon Guard closed the gap, so Society Man comes to the outside. Out wider, Dematic is starting to put in a run as Henro drops back. It's Dragoon Guard in front. Dematic on the outside going to second from Society Man, but it's Dragoon Guard. It's Dragoon Guard's West Virginia Derby.
And Florent Giroux and Dragoon Guard just toying with them, always the winner. It was the weekend of the white horse.
Yeah, what's up with that? And loose on the lead white horses in graded stakes races, as we saw up at Saratoga and here. Danny, I would think we'd probably see Dragoon Guard here on the 21st for the PA Derby. Do I think he's Saudi Crown Jr.? I do not. I do not think he's that talented. I think he beat not particularly great field. Dimatica was second. He's trying to give Steve Asmussen his 7th West Virginia Derby. He's only got 6. Maybe Society Man for Danny Gargan, who finished 3rd, but I'd much prefer to see Danny Gargan's other horse here, Dornick, the Belmont and Haskell winner, but we shall see who's coming on the 21st.
Well, it's going to be exciting either way. And we're going to head to another break, but we are going to go back in time to 2005 with the great Afleet Alex and the Belmont Stakes. All that coming up after this break.
Compelling, outstanding performance.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the hilarious Steve Trevino on Saturday, November 23rd, plus funny lady Kathleen Madigan on Saturday, December 7th. Don't miss these 2 exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, it's always fun to go back in time and talk about great horses, and Afleet Alex was just that. He won the Preakness, he won the Belmont. You remember pretty clearly.
I do. I've never had more fun covering a Triple Crown year. Obviously, Chuck and Joe Lero and the whole crew. So much fun, and to see Afleet Alex finish it off with just a tour de force in the 2005 Belmont. Here's our man, Bruce Casella, with his feature on the great Afleet Alex.
The Belmont Stakes is called the Test of Champions, a 1.5 miles at historic Belmont Park. None of the 11 horses in the field had ever gone the distance. Number 9, Afleet Alex, coming off his amazing triumph in the Preakness Stakes, was the heavy favorite.
And they're up.
As the horses made their way around the large oval, the mother of jockey Jeremy Rose watched her son attempt to make history. It was intense. One mistake by the Belmont rookie could cost Alex the race. Would Rose become impatient and move too soon?
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And then it's Afleet Alex, who is now running in 9th position on the
Meanwhile, the group of 5 owners from the Philadelphia area, known as Cash's King Stable, were confident that their little Alex would come home a winner.
There he goes on the outside. Come on, buddy.
Giacomo on the outside is the leader of the field, turns for home, but here comes the Preakness winner, Afleet Alex on his outside, and Southern Africa battles on at the rail, and Afleet Alex just ran right by Giacomo like he was standing still. Afleet Alex opening up with a tremendous burst of energy. A compelling, outstanding performance.
perfect. He broke. He relaxed right back to me just like he always has. Filtered his way through traffic. Top of the lane. I was still setting with a lot of horse, and he finished up strong.
Just like we planned, buddy. Just like we planned.
It's too hard to describe. It's just a craziness. It's an out-of-body experience, that race. It's torture before the race. But after the race, it's just unbelievable. What a special horse.
So Afleet Alex wins 2 legs of the Triple Crown, missing out on the Kentucky Derby by a length. Oh, what could have been?
2 out of 3 is pretty good. We had a good trip in the Derby. We came up a little short. But at this time, I think everybody knows we have the best 3-year-old in the country, so I'm pretty satisfied with that.
I knew he was hanging in the back, and when he started making his move, I was like, oh my God, please, and here he comes. We didn't see him, and then he's crossing the finish line.
Well, you're sipping champagne. It must have been a good day.
It was an excellent day. Everything went right for us. Jeremy came back safe. The horse came back safe. No problems this time. A lot of fun.
I was always surprised when people would say, well, geez, he can't do 1.25 miles. He can't do 2 turns. He couldn't do 1.5 miles. I mean, if it was 2 miles, he'd do 2 miles.
Please, don't
drop it on my head.
We're going to have to give him our purse.
Who's our second trainer?
Rocky.
Yeah. Whoa. Got it? I got it.
All right.
Okay, guys. First off, congratulations.
What an incredibly athletic horse he was. He was just really compact and strong and just amazing to watch.
Yeah, that was his last race. Unfortunately, he had a condylar fracture after that and was retired. But man, was he good for all the way from his early two-year-old year right through the Belmont Stakes. One of the best 3-year-olds we've seen in the 21st century, no question.
Oh, he was, and we got to have Alex's lemonade stand with that. Just a great time.
So many great stories, no doubt.
Absolutely. Well, let's get to our Turning for Home family photo of the week. We love this. This is going to be Pennsylvania-bred Allegretto out in Idaho with her owner Mary, and it's kind of funny. They thought she was going to be this English horse. They sent her to get some, new training. Here she's this star barrel racing horse,
there you go.
And totally new identity. She loves doing barrel racing out there and packing Mary's daughter around.
Can you bet on barrel racing? Do you know?
You can if there's Calcutta, and I have a fun fact. I'm actually a champion barrel racer.
I'm not surprised.
Pretty cool, but yeah, Allegretto won all of her races right here at Parx. 2 races and 36 stars. Pretty cool. PA bred. Well, let's get to best of the rest, and we're going to go back to Saratoga. This is the Birdstone Stakes. That's a name we don't like around here. Yeah. Birdstone going 1 3/4, $150,000. But this is all about that other gray horse, Next.
Yeah, we don't like Birdstone, but we love Next. He was here for the Greenwood Cup last year where he won by 25. Dan, he's only going to win this race in the end as you watch him just cruise through the stretch, only by 22 lengths. How about his last 5 wins, combined 79 lengths? At the 1.5 miles or more, this is 1 3/4 distances, he's won 8 of 9. I don't know how he ever lost. It's just a freak show to watch this horse. And maybe we see him back here on the 21st for the Greenwood Cup. There's some discussion of maybe the Jockey Club Gold Cup, but I'm thinking the trainer says, look, we figured this out. Yep. He's great at these races. Why are we giving anything away? Love to see him here. I'm sure everybody else is hoping he doesn't show up because they all be running for second.
Oh, they just get tired of chasing him. His cruising speed is just that much. And you know what's cool about him? Not only what he's doing on the track, they said his personality in the stall is like no other. Cool. He's human-like almost. And I just love him.
And Danny, after all that, and you watched it, right? He wasn't being asked to run at any time, at no time. Last 1/4 mile was in 25.5 seconds. That's insane for running that far and under. Next, one of a kind.
He really is. Well, let's keep it going up at Saratoga. This is for 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 3 Adirondack Stakes. They're going to go 6.5 furlongs. And Italian Suarez the favorite, but look out for the Queen's MG.
Yeah, the Queen's MG was a gigantic price back at the beginning of the meet in Schuylerville at 44-1. Not so this time, Danny. 5-2. And is super impressive for Safi Joseph. Wins by 9 in the end. And maybe we'll see a little more of her down the road.
I think so. She was just waiting for the cue from jockey Dylan Davis. Pretty cool because that's the first crop sire from Thousand Words.
Yeah, remember him, the old Byford horse back in the day?
Really impressed with this 2-year-old. She's been a lot of fun. We're going to go to our final break, but stick around. We'll be right back.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss Funny Man JB Smoove on Saturday, September 14th, plus Straight No Chaser on Friday, October 18th. Don't miss these two exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. It is Eye on Racing. Pretty interesting stuff going down in Virginia at Colonial Downs.
No question about it, Danny. We have Nisi Marie. We talked about the ride that she got. Diana, that wasn't really much of a ride. She's going to be very dangerous in the Beverly D today. We have Integration Kendrick with the mount back in the Arlington Million. Carmelina's in the Penny Chenery on the undercard for Butch Reed. And in the Van Cleef, Whitty is in that race. He's also re-entered in the Troy. Remember, that got canceled last week at Saratoga, or postponed.
Lots of stuff to watch, lots of stuff to bet on. I'm really excited to see Frankie Dettori on Nisi Marie.
Me too.
And Mike Moore has one down with Carmelina Pure Laura.
Oh, there we go. My man Mike Moore. So what could be better than that?
It's going to be a great day.
Exactly. I like it.
Well, that's not the only thing. We are coming back in full force. Let's talk about Smarty Jones Day. It's going to be a huge day. We have 6 stakes, the Smarty Jones Stakes, and Catherine Sophia. Just talk about why she's so important here.
Yeah, I mean, she won the Kentucky Oaks. Obviously, that was a cash is king, John Service, and I might have bet a few dollars on her that day, Bruce, possibly. We had a very good time that night, as I recall. We had lots of $100 bills and $5. It was very good. That was the one I gave out to my man Rick Patino. I said, give me a horse that can't lose that weekend. I said, Catherine Sophia. Great memories of a terrific 3-year-old filly, no question.
Oh, she's legendary, and we'll be talking about her a lot more next week as well. And of course, you can get these really cool Smarty Jones bag while supplies last, and also enter to win that John Deere 0-turn. You can whip around and cut your grass and be super cool and benefit good causes.
Absolutely.
What's so good about that?
It's all good.
Well, thanks for hanging with us today. We look forward to seeing you. We'll be back here with live racing on August 19th. Thanks for watching us on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba's got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby.